Ma buonasera, buongiorno, o buon pomeriggio, anzi, piuttosto, sì, aspetta. Ogni volta la stessa storia. Minchia, sono le 7:43 in Italia. Buonasera allora. Io stavo controllando se i volumi funzionano come sempre. Sembra di sì, a parte che ehm, il computer oggi sta facendo lo stronzo ed è molto molto ah, loud, forte. Deve romper cazzo. Passerà subito appena entriamo in game. Però vabbè. Uh, Setup cambiato finalmente. Diversa. Angolazione. Prima la mia scrivania era lì. Adesso è qui. E non state più guardando verso di là che è brutto, non mi piace e vaffanculo. Adesso si guarda verso di qua con un bel background bello, pulito e carino. Tra l'altro è un mobile che ha fatto la mia ragazza perché è impressionante e lavora con il legno ed è veramente bellissimo. E l'abbiamo usato come libreria e sotto non è solo la parte questa qui che vedete, c'è anche un sotto lì dove si appoggia, se tipo muovo questo dovreste poterlo vedere. Tutto quello lì è diciamo un appoggio con una porta movibile per chiudere e dentro c'è altra roba che si può mettere ovviamente. Allora, che facciamo oggi ragazzi prima di cominciare? Genshin Impact, ovviamente. Siamo alla versione 3.6. È uscita la nuova quest di Nahida, la seconda parte della quest di Nahida che abbiamo fatto un po' di tempo fa. Sono contento, molto contento di essere in live oggi, perché è stata una settimana di quelle stronzissime. Davide mi pare l'abbia detto durante la sua ultima live su The Last of Us, però ne parleremo più approfonditamente con lui in una live probabilmente di Just Chatting, uh, insieme appunto con me e lui, non solo io, così c'è più discussione, c'è più tutto. Cioè, è una live più interessante che invece io che sto qua e parlo a cazzo di cane di quello che è successo. Comunque, in breve, lì c'è la finestra, lì c'era un albero gigante, Ice Storm a Montreal, più in generale in Quebec. L'albero è caduto, praticamente quasi su casa nostra, ci avrebbe quasi sfondato il tetto se non fosse stato per poco veramente. Però è caduto sulle scale, ha distrutto un po' la ringhiera, quindi lasciamo perdere. Si è portato giù il cavo dell'elettricità, quindi niente elettricità, niente riscaldamento, bla 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 bla. Non voglio continuare oggi, ne parleremo più tardi, in una prossima live, con Davide appunto, e andiamo subito in game. Gli audio, cioè l'audio dovrebbe essere sempre tutto a posto. Vediamo. No, mi sa che è tipo super triplicato, quindi aspetta un attimo. Monitor output. Ok.
To survive hardship, you must
Adesso.
prepare for hardship.
Ok, adesso va benissimo. Adesso va benissimo. Quindi, ritorniamo qui in game. Uh, Cambiamo un attimo un po' di cose. Allora, io sto giocando da iPad, quindi tutte queste cose qui non sono sbloccate. Vi devo abbassare un attimo un po' il volume. Ok, che il mio audio era tipo ultra ultra forte. E per il resto mi sembra che sia tutto giusto. Sì. Um, Si sblocca tra 15 ore. Questo è l'evento nuovo, quindi tra 15 ore non lo faremo assolutamente oggi. Io ho 45 primo gem, che non è tanto, per niente, e Nilu ce l'ho. Sto pullando per Nahida, è garantita. Solo che sono tipo... Controlliamo. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 54 piti. Quindi cioè, non mi uscirà mai. Ho sorpassato la early piti, che di solito è tipo intorno ai 25, una cosa del genere. Quindi non mi uscirà per niente. Cioè, nel senso, mi uscirà. Però sarà sicuramente intorno ai 70, quindi... Ho 20... 20 pull da fare e ci vorrà un bel po' di tempo. Per fortuna in 2 settimane, 14 giorni, si resetta lo shop. Quindi si possono comprare un po' di wish da lì. Allora, io voglio Yelan oggi, Nilu, perché sì, e non so se mettere Cookie o Fischl, che sto buildando Fischl. Potrei mettere Cookie. Mettiamo Cookie.
Who's our target this time?
Giochiamo con Cookie oggi. Però le dobbiamo dare un set come si deve. Lei dove... Su cosa scala lei? Non ne sono neanche sicuro. Proviamo un attimo. Vediamo quest'arma qui. Guarigione da anello d'erba. Ok, sui PS. Cosa attivazione 30%? Ok, lei scala su PS probabilmente. Sì. Allora a lei le diamo il set che ha Fischl, perché non è male. Sì, PS più 15%, quello lì. Sì. Questo è un difesa. Le dovrei dare questo, però anche Yelan scala su PS, quindi è un po' un casino. Qui, che cosa le posso dare? E vabbè, dai, diamole questo qua. E sti cazzi. PS, ecco qua. E infatti. No, questo ce l'ha lei. Bonus di guarigione. Perfetto. Cookie sarà un mostro, anche se 674, che non è niente. Anzi, questo potremmo anche aumentarlo un pochino, perché fa schifo al cazzo. Se è solo a 5, portiamolo almeno al 6. Eccoci qua. Io sono un po' scettico se i volumi stiano ancora funzionando bene, quindi controllerò un attimo. Ok. Non c'è un rimbombo, perché se io attacco una volta... Ok, aspetta, Ok, sì. Scusate che veramente odio avere l'audio che non funziona bene. Non si sente troppo, giusto? La ventola, dico. Posso anche spostare proprio il PC un pochettino, perché... Non mi sembra. Non mi sembra veramente. Però, come dicevo, non mi fido. Lo so che il gioco si è bloccato. Ok. Ok. Allora, questa è Nahida. Finalmente. Dov'è? Eccolo qui. Capitolo della Sapientia Oromastis. Dai, 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 dai. Atto 2. Sì, sì, che bello. E se ci abbiamo anche un po' di tempo. Allora, io in teoria non ho un cazzo da fare oggi, però non si sa mai queste cose. Io mi andrei a fare anche l'hangout event di Leila. E ci dovremmo fare prima o poi anche quella di Faruzan. Perché secondo me sono molto interessanti. Faruzan voglio proprio imparare a conoscerla un po', perché non so niente di lei, ma proprio niente, niente, niente. So solo che è brava in matematica ed è vecchia. O una cosa del genere, non so. Cioè, sono sicuro che sia vecchia. $27.000 HP non è neanche male, per niente proprio.
Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! I didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
La solita estrazione, pesca, invocazione del genere, raccolta dei cristallo. dei cristallotteri. Sì, sì, in effetti sì, proprio questo.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Irminsul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember what it is. Why is that?
Sì.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Sta già iniziando bene questa quest, secondo me lo scoprirà. Però vedremo.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Che cazzo è?
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
Molto probabilmente è qualcosa che ha lasciato Sua Eccellenza Maggiore Rucca Devata.
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Quanto è carina Nahida, la voglio.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand.
Scusate.
Even though different creatures have varying
Sono a
habits
testa
and
di
ways
cazzo.
of
Stavo
communicating,
controllando l'audio di
the
nuovo.
emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but...
Tamburino è sì, è un miconoide davvero buono.
That's true. Okay, let's go take a look. Alright, lead the way, little fungus.
Chissà perché non lo chiamano miconoide, cioè dovrebbero
Look about the same.
pure di lasciare più simile agli
Fungi are
inglesi.
friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all,
E brava
they
Nahida.
can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not
Quanto-
too different from how humans think sometimes.
Quanto ti fa sentire una merda sto gioco per ammazzare sia gli Illichurs che tutti gli altri. Come i fungus in questo caso. Ti fa sentire proprio una merda.
It
Io sento
appears I
rumori,
was
ma
in a
che
hurry
cazzo
because
è?
of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help
Boh,
its family
vabbè, gente deve
member.
fare rumore a cazzo fuori.
Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Huh?
Ok.
An elemental life form? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
Ha solo le
Exactly.
fattezze?
This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first
Si sarà
even for
trasformato.
Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away.
Nahida è uno dei personaggi migliori di sto gioco.
My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro.
Parla.
Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal.
Calmati, Paimon.
But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
Beh, parli sempre in terza persona, Paimon, sei un po' un dito al culo, quindi... Diciamo di sì.
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon. You're not a fungus,
Furgone
are
del
you?
cazzo che fa un sacco di rumore.
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
Ok, quello era un po' cringe come cosa. Però tralasciamo.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying
poverini.
power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either.
Infatti, cioè, che cosa si
Sounds like some
stanno
kind of old fable.
riferendo?
It's a
Cioè,
long
che
and
apocalisse?
complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland.
Ok, quindi non erano... cioè, la loro appunto homeland non era... la patria non era Sumeru.
Hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Ok.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It's said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten.
Come hai fatto a
That may sound
dimenticarlo?
a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest
Se la
time,
troviamo.
this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, And I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help. Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of
Quanto è
Dendro.
forte Nahida.
We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some
Perché non
blurry
eri tu,
segments in my
Nahida?
memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I
Era
should
un
help
altro
with. It's
dentro
really no trouble to me
l'arconna.
at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Ok. Molto... Dice una cosa ma poi... cambia idea abbastanza in fretta. C'è qualcosa che non va. Io non vedo l'ora di finire l'esplorazione di Liyue perché sono al 100% di Mondstadt, mi manca Dragonspine, ma la farò in coop con una mia amica. Liyue e Inazuma la lascerò per dopo, anche se... vabbè. Sì, Liyue e poi continuerò su Meru.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
Ok.
What?
Strano, molto strano.
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland.
Che palle tutti questi rumori, Cristo santo. Dai, è domenica, calmatevi. Che ha detto? Si è provato a pensare a lungo che sia data la descrizione del loro del nome.
Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Sì, ma io poi i materiali per l'ascensione, Nahida, da dove li prendo se li mandi tutti a casa?
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
You are not welcome here.
Busted.
Positions.
Our bond is strong.
Try to keep up.
Lightning terrified. Gotcha. How heartless. Here. This dance is for you.
Rest and reap.
No more.
Quietly. Stand with me. Gotcha.
Vai, muori, cazzo.
With all my strength.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Cambierò il team un po'.
Hey, Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all...
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After
Ok.
communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Allora, guardate,
Much farther it...
cambia un attimo il gruppo. Perché lascio lei come DPS off-camp. Però metto non Ayaka perché la spada gliel'abbiamo data a lei. Potrei mettere lui. Potrei mettere Heizu. Mettiamo Gagno.
What are my orders?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
He seems to enjoy taking care of others.
Ah, possiamo andare da questa parte. Ci ho
You think
azzeccato.
so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Busted.
E niente, Gagno è Cristo, Dio sceso in terra proprio.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes, one was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer.
Oddio.
Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten
Chissà
many
chi è sta
important
avventuriero.
things. Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
Paimon doesn't understand.
No, manco io.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the withering.
Ma perché?
Yes.
Però?
I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the withering is formed?
Ma è un bel colpo di scena
Previous
questo.
research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the withering.
Ok.
But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the withering, but what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
Che palle ste macchine, ste moto. Basta andare a tutta. È domenica, andatevene a dormire, Cristo santo. Che rottura di coglioni.
So you're worried about me? It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake, but when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
Lumine, so dici te, compa.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? And let's do this! We've dealt with the withering countless times already.
Dai. Oh, giochiamo come Nahida di nuovo, sì. Quanto è carina. Non vedo l'ora di averla.
No touching.
Hold the line.
Quietly now.
Dissipate. Yeah.
Born of ice and frost.
Rest and rebuild. I'll settle this.
Busted. Access denied.
Our bond is strong.
Ce ne sono altri. Ah, il bastardo. Cazzo, ma non sto usando Nahida, ma sono un coglione.
Game's up. Time's over.
Grow. Share my knowledge. This might hurt a little.
Out of my way.
Sono una testa di cazzo che non ho usato Nahida. Me ne sono reso conto alla fine.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Andiamo.
Okay, follow me.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding. Take it easy.
Allora, un attimo che ci dovrebbe essere un dendro... come cazzo si chiama qua vicino? Ah, è là sopra. Ah, aspetta, sì, mi dimentico sempre queste cose. Eccolo. No, ma dai. Non ci credo.
Our bond is strong.
Ma dai. No, non ci credo che non ci arrivo. Non capisco. Devo mettere più al centro. No, non ci credo veramente. Ma dai che era lì. Scusa, com'è? Non capisco. Non capisco davvero. A parte che ce n'è un altro lì. Vediamo. Mi sa che no, eh. Vuoi vedere che devo andare laggiù? Scusate che mi sono distratto dalla quest, però questa è importante. Era diversa la combinazione? Uno, due. Fanculo.
No touching.
Quindi, uno, due.
We're way behind schedule.
No, e che cazzo? Ma scusa. Solo quelli coi tronchi? Erano solo quelli coi tronchi. Però non è quello che ci porta
Was also fulfilling a contract.
da quello lì. E non credo che sparando con uno di questi al fungo faccia niente. No, infatti.
Our bond is strong.
Ah, ma se io tipo... Ok, aspetta, perché tu sei bassa. Se io ci metto Yelen che è alta.
Stand with me.
Ah. Cookie era troppo bassa. Bellissimo, bellissimo outcome. Cookie era troppo bassa. Guardate lì che quello che... Oppa, è caduto. Stessa cosa qui, suppongo.
Quietly now.
Access denied.
Our bond is strong.
Perfetto. E adesso andiamo a continuare la quest.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea.
Complicato.
Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus?
Nahida
But
diventerà
we don't have
un
time for
miconoide.
growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
Alright. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Ah,
Wow,
quello è stato facile.
really turned into a fungus.
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Alright, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, traveler.
E andiamo. Aspetta, cioè, non capisco. Io non sto facendo niente, ragazzi, cioè, sta andando da solo.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me.
Ok. Ok. Ricominciamo, suppongo. Ah, ragazzi, io comunque sono in pantaloncini, in shorts, perché fa un caldo assurdo oggi. Negli ultimi giorni, 29 gradi, 26. Non so che cazzo sta succedendo in Canada col meteo, però vabbè. Andiamo a sinistra, allora.
It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should...
Allora, io qui non andrei verso questo perché di Hydro, e anche noi siamo di Hydro, forse ci riconosce.
There are several fungi here.
Ah, beh,
I'll
lui.
hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
Ah, ok. Era solo una volta. Bel gameplay.
So this is...
Ok. Pensavo il dendo fungo alato si stesse muovendo verso di noi.
Nahida? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
Ah, buon salve,
The power of time
mio
accumulates
caro
slowly and goes
collega.
unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Ok, io pensavo facessero il dubbing anche per quello, sarebbe stata la cosa più cringe del mondo.
Ended? Go home now?
Yes, unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember.
Però quando vuoi, se mi fai un attimo sapere l'audio com'è, se non è troppo stronzo, perché tipo fino a 5 minuti fa mi sembrava che il computer stesse esplodendo, quindi se mi fai sapere se tipo la ventola sta andando a pallissima, perché potrei abbassarla, i giri che fa al secondo, tipo nelle robe di HP si possono fare queste cose, quindi semmai. Le meduse di Elden Ring, sì, sono proprio loro.
Really? That's great! Home, Dendro Dragon.
Dentro Dragon. In che
Dendro
senso?
Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is
Ah, se
the
va bene
Dendro
così
Dragon.
mi fido tantissimo. Me fido, me
Wait a
fido.
minute. Hyman's confused. Do you
Grazie,
mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power.
Lo incontriamo.
I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
Scusa.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees.
C'è un altro mondo.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Hyman's still confused.
È come i mimosi di dentro che fanno nascere dei mimosi più piccoli.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is
Che roast
that the
che
Dendro
gli sta
Dragon
facendo a
is much,
Paimon.
much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated...
then a big void will also form inside the dragon!
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization?
Oddio, aspetta, ma è il drago che hanno fatto vedere
A pep disappeared and
nel
has been
trailer
gone
della
ever since that
3.6.
time. It's been enduring unimaginable
Cazzo, mi sono
pain
dimenticato
all
che hanno
the
messo quel
while.
boss nuovo.
It's probably in pain as we speak. Yes! How could I have forgotten?
Non me l'aspettavo, non pensavo lo facessimo
If the
oggi.
Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No. Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members.
Cazzo, andiamo a vedere il drago, che spettacolo. Che
I'm
spettacolo.
counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you. Family bringing fruit. I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you. Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope. Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Sì, sì, poi FedEx soprattutto che... Allora, io le esperienze con FedEx sono state tutte brutte, tutte quante, tranne quando mi hanno spedito lo Steam Deck. Lo Steam Deck è arrivato in tempo, come diceva il sito, però le altre spedizioni di FedEx no, no grazie.
Of course, I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plant invasion. There are two things that it
Che due
wants you
palle
to do.
sto fungo,
One
ne
is to
parla.
look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area. Soil. There. First. Seed.
Here, Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
Dove minchia ce ne dobbiamo andare? Ok. Che spettacolo, l'abilità di Yelan per l'esplorazione è incredibile. Per andare sulle montagne come ho appena fatto praticamente.
exhausted. Things are about to get dicey. No touching. Our bond is strong.
Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't
L'abilità che rimane, però vabbè.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat. Sumeru was Apep's territory.
Ora la storia di Genshin diventerà Dark Souls. All'inizio c'erano solo i draghi di pietra. Sta lavorando ad un sistema di movimento per il progetto simile a un ibrido Genshin Forspoken. Minchia. Che figata assurda. Non vedo l'ora anch'io. Me lo devi far vedere. Appena vuoi. Manda tutto. Sono curiosissimo.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble.
Pensavo che gli dei draghi fossero in buoni rapporti.
Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a
Sinceramente io
balance
no.
can be
Cioè,
found. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why Apep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Sbrighiamoci allora, dai, che lo voglio vedere sto cazzo di drago. Quella boss fight sembrava una cosa assurda quando l'hanno fatta vedere nel trailer. Oh, comunque, mese prossimo, quindi... Eh sì, perché siamo al 16. Mese prossimo, Breath of the Wild, Cioè, Tears of the Kingdom. Chissà che cazzo sarà quel gioco. Ancora devo... Non l'ho preordinato, non l'ho comprato, niente. Devo decidere. Devo decidere che fa.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy.
You really like them, don't you?
Family like. Do you not like your family?
Madonna, che palle sto fungo.
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
Does that matter? Family likes me. What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
E tu mi stai dicendo, Paimon, che l'hai capita adesso? Questa cosa?
Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then a pet may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
Ah, è la parte di mappa nuova, no?
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
Ah, no, the chasm, ok. Allora no.
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form?
Ma alcuni
I'm
nomi
sorry if I'm suddenly
tra
not
inglese e
making any
italiano
sense.
non me li ricordo
However,
mai.
I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
Ok, dobbiamo andare nella origine allora. Ecco qua. La mappa di questo gioco è incredibilmente grande, cioè è enorme veramente. E continua solo ad espandersi. Incredibile. Non mi aspettavo
So that
andassimo
elemental life
nella
form
origine.
came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Tevat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Tevat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep, it's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Lo spuntone
Yes, and it shouldn't
gigante.
be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
Che bella traduzione, lo spuntone gigante. Ah, aspetta che mentre ci avviciniamo
Stand with me.
attiva un attimo questa abilità così curiamo Cookie. Stavo pensando che con sta abilità che c'ha Cookie, se la maxiamo, crea un anello d'erba purificatore spendendo parte dei suoi PS, infliggendo danni diretti. E il punto l'uso di questa abilità può ridurre i suoi... Dove sta? E ripristina i PS dei personaggi attivi all'interno dell'area d'effetto dell'anello in base ai PS max di Kuki Shinobu. Sì, quindi se noi trovassimo dei manufatti che le mettono ancora di più di HP, perché adesso ne abbiamo 27, se arriviamo intorno ai 35.000, Se arriviamo intorno ai 35.000, quindi in teoria dovrei darle il set di Yelan. O il set di Yelan. No, il set di Nilu no. Forse dovrei cambiare col set di Yelan. E poi ce lo portiamo nello Spiral Abyss. Perché secondo me lì poi lei farà un casino e la possiamo usare come healer e danni allo stesso tempo. Poi la mettiamo con Dendro
It's over there.
e secondo me facciamo un
Looks like
casino.
we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care.
Vero, abbiamo bisogno della pietra luce.
Yeah, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion. Lightning shower.
Quietly now.
Rest and rebuild.
Non mi ricordo però perché se ci camminiamo sopra lo perdiamo. Buona cena, buona cena. Io fra un po' dovrò mangiare anche, che sono le 4, tipo. Che ore sono? No, sono le 3. Sono le 3, quindi prima o poi dovrò pranzare. E niente. Buona cena, mi raccomando. Divertiti.
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light.
Wait, something dark is coming out. Something's not right. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no. But we still have tons of questions we need to ask.
I
Poi
should be
non
able
è
to
proprio
purge
quello
it
il
with my
problema,
elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Ho detto di no e dico sul serio. Nahida, fermati che se no Lumine ti schiaffeggia, per Dio.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's see if we can think of an...
Oh yeah. You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs.
You want to use its power, but...
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding.
Don't understand. This look, that look.
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
It's okay, there's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Vediamo che succede. Sto cristallo.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is
Perché non ha
precisely for
conosciuto
those
Nahida lui.
unreliable memories you
No,
speak
no, no.
of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here.
Visto?
To be
Visto?
honest, I'm
Non è
nearing
non è
my
Nahida.
end.
Ero
I
che
had
aveva.
thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment
Che belle
I
ste
lost my
immagini.
chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but... Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the fire seed, then the Dendro Dragon will begin to recover. And as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Quanto è complicata tutta questa storia.
So the heart of Oasis is a pep source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current
Abbiamo
form.
rotto il giorno.
To prevent any
Non è stata la
accidents,
prima volta, no?
please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the fire seed can also resonate with the heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the fire seed. But you should hurry. There is little time to waste.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Che carino che è però.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro Dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
Can you use the
Quante-
lemon stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power.
Quante rivelazioni
Yes,
durante sta
of
quest,
all of
cioè è una
us,
cosa incredibile.
It deserves the chance to return home the most.
This This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Esatto.
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved.
Let's go!
Home.
Raga, un secondo che vado a controllare se il gattino è tornato, che fa caldissimo, quindi è fuori. Che cazzo è sta cosa nei commenti? Vado a controllare se il gattino è tornato, perché sta fuori tipo da... Oddio, scivolo via. Allora, no, non c'è il gattino, perché come vi dicevo fa un caldo della Madonna. Quindi lui si sta godendo la giornata fuori di sole, che è una cosa molto importante, perché veramente c'è un sole di Cristo. E fa un caldo di Cristo, anche il caldo è di Cristo. Vabbè. Continuiamo allora. Sumeru. Minchia, Che è successo? Vicinissimo alla voragine. Ho tolto la navigazione. Tornerà.
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now.
Dai, sono eccitatissimo per questo drago. Lo voglio proprio vedere.
Busted.
No. Azzo, è difficile. È difficilissimo. Ok, tu te ne devi andare perché mi stai disturbando. Sei inopportuno. Dai, 6, 7, 2, 1. Cazzo, dov'era l'altra? Minchia, l'Iluchur del cazzo che ci ha distrutto tutto quanto.
Take it easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dai! Cinque, 6, 7.
Its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
Quietly now.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Stiamo avvicinando.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep
Oh,
going
CGI.
that way.
No, non CGI, cutscene.
Hey, look! Something's over there.
Qualcuno o qualcosa? Perché poi mi hanno detto something, non qualcuno.
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but
Oddio, ma è bellissimo.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail
Ma è
life forms like you
bellissima.
cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Boor. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For only a moment? Foolish Boor. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah, what is that? Paimon's never seen that before.
Mai visti i suoi
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important.
Ok, l'abbiamo capito.
Their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words,
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
this is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
Che bella musica.
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They're not.
Vabbè, sarò gentilissimo. Sarò gentilissimo.
Hold the line! Access denied! I can fix this! Stand with me!
Oh,
Busted.
No touching!
basta?
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem...
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external... It seems only the fire seed or Apep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home. Not... This has become...
Let me think for a second.
Scusate, sto skippando un po' dei dialoghi perché veramente so
It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
Solo dici te, Nahida. Solo dici te.
It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a pep again. After all, that giant dendro dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Thank you.
Minchia, la musica è partita
Alright, here it goes.
in un modo molto drammatico.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Si è digievoluto.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of
Oh
time.
no.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Io mi aspetto qualcosa di brutto. Io mi aspetto qualcosa di veramente brutto. Scusate che ho visto una cosa che non l'ho notato prima. Ah, non l'ho notato prima perché è un posto diverso, mi sembrava lo stesso. E invece no. Dov'è l'altro? No. Dov'è? Dov'è? Ecco. Guarda, è giusto perché ci siamo e ci servono le primo. Ci facciamo anche questa qui.
Gotcha. Born of ice and foam. Dissipate.
Rest and rebuild.
Busted.
All hail. The bond is strong. Out of my way.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Minchia, viene stunnato sempre. Cavolo.
Quietly now.
No touching.
We'll meet again.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Ce n'era un altro? O... Ok, continuiamo. Ok, basta. Basta. Allora, dov'è che ho visto che c'è il teleport? A destra della strada, quindi devo laggiù. Ho visto un Dendroculus, ci andiamo a prendere il Dendroculus. Il moveset di Cookie è fighissimo. Ok, mi sa che siamo veramente vicini adesso, eh. Ho sbagliato. Non fa niente. Quattro, 5, 6, 7. Oh, porca puttana. 8, 9, 10, risolto. Fa niente. Perfetto, perfetto così.
Easy money.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon.
Sentite la musica
but
che
to
riparte
also
perché stanno i
enter the
nemici che
world
si
inside of
avvicinano.
it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people.
Guardate le
My
manine.
people.
Le manine, che carine. Oddio.
They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful?
Paimon is
Oddio,
send us
adesso
to the homeland.
imploderà tutto con il seme del fuoco. Arriveremo alla forgia dei giganti adesso, di Elden Ring.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead.
Yeah, usiamo di nuovo Nahida. Oddio, che carina. Questo posto è fighissimo. E sembra la sua ultimate, se guardate in giro.
What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it. We still need to find the traveler.
All right, hang on.
Wait! The fire
Ok,
seed! What
scomparso.
happened?
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it.
We barely used
I'm
it,
not sure.
dai, Paimon.
Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come on, Paimon, think!
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed is technically just a ball of highly concentrated elemental power.
Tecnicamente.
Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes.
Cosa? Aspetta, Nahida diventa
It'll
il...
take a lot of power from me,
Ok.
but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What
Una
happens
mini
if you
Nahida.
keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born.
No.
I will be able to unleash
No,
power
oddio.
beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that
Poverina.
matters compared to the dangers that a pep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can
Oddio.
still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No. Please, no, Nahida. The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's, she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Oddio.
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
È tristissimo sta cazzina.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
E adesso c'è la boss fight. Eccola! Oh. Oddio!
To imagine such growth could be achieved.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Gotcha.
Hold the line. Access denied. I can fix this. Dissipate. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Quietly now.
This is long overdue. Lightning terrified.
Aia.
Here comes the cash.
È fighissimo. Questa boss fight è fighissima.
For protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Make yourselves at home.
Busted.
All hail. Hold the line. Everyone hold hands.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
No touching. I'll settle this. Our bond is strong. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Everyone hold hands.
Blaze over.
Access denied.
Uff. Bellissimo boss fight. Ecco la vera però. Ecco la boss fight quella vera. Guardate che cazzo di animazioni. Aia, aia, aia. Minchia, è difficile.
Committed to memory. Hold the line.
We're waiting on the schedule.
Entra nello scudo. Ah.
Rest and read it. No touching. The bond is strong.
The Temple of Wisdom. Grow, grow, grow. Grow.
Molto molto bella. Molto molto bella.
Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right?
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power, just as they did. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Ok, Apep.
Sheesh. Who can put up with you?
Porca ciuffola!
I respect your decision, and with
Che belle
time,
ste
I
traduzioni.
will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. the world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky.
Uno spuntone.
Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones.
Dragon spine.
While others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day. I will follow it until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed,
Sei davvero folle.
I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believed that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! Still in one piece, too!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Per tutte queste cose doveva essere così una cosa felice, ma sembra che abbia portato. Ma sembra che abbia perso parte del suo significato.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look. How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened?
In un modo o nell'altro, poi, ma... In un modo o nell'altro.
They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Noor is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
Oh, che carino. Guardate che bella l'icona pure. Wow. Wow, ragazzi, veramente. Non ho niente da dire. Non ho niente. 121. 121. No. Veramente non ho un cazzo da dire perché sta quest è fantastica. Cioè, parte 1 era veramente fatta da Dio. Parte 2 pure questa. Cioè, incredibile. Ultimamente le story quest che stanno facendo per i personaggi di Genshin sono veramente, veramente troppo. Sono veramente, veramente troppo. Va bene, dai. Guardate, da me sono le 3:50. Il che significa che da voi è veramente tardi. Io non ho pranzato, quindi vado a pranzare. Però nel frattempo... Ecco, torniamo qui. Io devo andare a pranzare. Quindi... Niente. Ci vediamo domani e lunedì. Non ne sono sicuro. Ve lo farò sapere su Instagram tramite TheWildBunch. O in un altro modo. Non lo so. Non lo so. Va bene, niente ragazzi, senza fare i rincoglioniti, devo mangiare che sto morendo di fame. Solo che non ho un cazzo a casa, quindi devo pure andare fuori, che palle. Vabbè, niente. Genshin, parte 2 di Nahida fatta, fighissimo, mi è piaciuto un sacco. Io non vedo ora però di prendere Nahida dal banner, perché porca puttana. Con la parte 1, allora io neanche la volevo. Io stavo salvando, mettendo la parte dei primo gem per Ayaka, perché la volevo a C1 o C2 con costellazione. Non mi è uscita. Poi ho detto vabbè, perché ho perso il 50-50 con T-Look. Pezzo di merda. E allora poi ho detto vabbè, ma allora me ne tengo e pullerò per Ganyu, così ho Ganyu C1 o C2 sperando. Ah, no, Ganyu era C1 però con il suo arco. E niente, però alla fine ho fatto la parte 1 della quest in Nahida e ho detto no, non va bene, è troppo carina, la sua personalità è fantastica, la voglio. Quindi sto pullando per Nahida, sperando. Sono a PT 55 o quello che cazzo abbiamo detto prima. 54. Vabbè, ragazzi. Grazie di essere stati con me. Noi ci vediamo alla prossima. Buona domenica, buona serata. Ciao ciao.